welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I got into watercolors, what made me start painting, and what watercolors have done for me in my life. So instead of sitting here and just talking to the camera about, somewhat serious things, I think I'm gonna actually paint. So my face won't be on camera. We're gonna be painting and kind of just going through. I'm just gonna paint nonsense. I'll probably just do little doodles of flowers or something that's not like meant to teach you anything, or it's just basically something for me to do while I'm talking. And it's a watercolor channel, so I'm gonna watercolor. Anyways, so let's get into my journey with watercolors. Let's turn the camera around. You know the deal by now. So while I am talking about this, I'm gonna be painting, like I said, and today I'm gonna be using the Academy watercolor paper, 10 by 7. I'm starting to run low on this, and I think I'm gonna get this same one again. I really enjoyed this size. Let's see here. Okay. And today I'm gonna be playing around with the road noise. Today is just on a whole nother level. Stay over there. Today I'm going to be playing around with the Gansai Tombi watercolors. I had these in my recent Jackson's Haul video, and I've been playing with them some this morning, so figured I'd continue painting with these. They are fairly opaque watercolors, and they've been fun. So we're going to do some cutesy little doodly flowers, not meant to be serious. Okay, I think I want to start with little flowers, so I'm going to have a little bitty brush. All right, so Ashley's painting journey started. Tiny bit of background before the watercolor stuff. I'm going to talk about what my job actually is, and just my history as being a creative type person. So I am a professional photographer. I have been for 14 years now. It goes by so incredibly fast. But before that, I actually went to school to be a dancer. I have a degree in dance, and I wanted to teach dance. That was what I wanted my career to be. I ended up developing a heart condition and had to stop dancing, and then I found photography. So, so cute. Let's see here. So I've always had to have some type of creative outlet. I am a creative person, and if I'm not doing something creative, I will go crazy. Hence 2020. This brings us to watercolors. So in 2020, I think everybody knows what happened, but there was a shutdown, and I think I'm just going to go through all the colors and swatch them as little flowers. This is cute. Anyways, and jobs were non-essential jobs were not allowed to work. So photographers were not allowed to have photo shoots here in the US. And so we were trapped in a house, in our house. I didn't have my normal creative outlet. And it was, obviously a very stressful year. During this time, I developed it came back, had an eating disorder. So in, what month was it? July of 2020, my eating disorder had gotten so bad that I had to go into treatment. So during the months that led up to me going into eating disorder treatment, I found watercolor. I started watercoloring, and it was the one thing that would relax me and calm, and it was my creative outlet. And if you're creative, you probably know that drive to do something creative. So anyways, long story short, I don't want to stay here on this gloomy topic too long. I found watercolor, and when I got out of treatment, I really started painting a lot. And anytime that I would get stressed and needed some kind of relaxation or stress relief, watercolors is what I went to. Now, I eventually was able to start my job up again and then doing photo shoots and still doing that, but watercolors have kind of become a new normal for me. Like, it's, if I'm stressed, if I need some time to myself, my husband's like, hey, why don't you go paint? He can tell, you know, if I need a little bit of creative time, a little bit of relaxation. And that's exactly what watercolors have been for me. And with this channel, that's kind of what I'm wanting to share with my audience. I want to share that love of the relaxation that watercolors can bring. Now, I know a lot of people can have stress with watercolors because they're worried about doing it right or making it perfect, or but that's why through the course of my videos, I'm hoping not to teach you how to paint something that is going to sell for thousands and thousands of dollars. My goal is watercolor for mental health, watercolor just for fun. And if you happen to make the most gorgeous art in the process, that is a bonus. I am currently in the process of trying to find a licensing agent so I can license artwork, because I'm enjoying this so much. I'm painting so much. I have all this art that's just sitting there, and I want to do something with it. But that doesn't need to be the goal of your artwork. So that was the backstory. It was longer than I intended. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I started painting in 2020, and I painted on and off since then. But then when I started up this channel is when I really started painting consistently and practicing all the time and wanting to learn and grow. These little flowers are fun. You should swatch palettes out like this. This is a fantastic way to do it. I think that from now on, I might do these little flower swatches because this is so cute. Anyways, so my watercolor journey is, the point of it is stress relief and, again, mental health. So if you have stumbled upon this channel and you're wanting to learn how to use watercolors to as an escape, almost maybe as a point of relaxation for you, and you're not necessarily looking to learn how to paint the most glorious thing in the world. And I think everybody's art journey is going to be different too. And one thing that I strive for on this channel is showing the mistakes. I've said it several times, but I don't want to be one of those artists or channels that, you know, redoes a video because the painting didn't turn out quite right. I want to show you that artists make mistakes. We're all learning. We're all still, I mean, you can't ever know everything, and you can't, there's always going to be some more tricks and more things to learn, and it needs to be fun along the way. I think that painting should be a relaxing process. Now, that's not to say that I don't get frustrated when I paint sometimes. I absolutely do. And I'm actually wanting to do, I'm going to leave that. I'm actually wanting to do a video on what I do when I'm frustrated with my paintings, because it happens. It happens to everybody. But to keep, I'm getting so messy. But to keep the stress-free and the relaxation-ness of painting, I think I want to do a video covering what I do. But I mean, we have a video coming up. I've actually been sitting here debating whether I'm going to post it or not because I hate the way the painting turned out. But in the end, I'm going to post it. That looks like a blob. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. In the end, I'm going to post it because I strive to show that not everything turns out right. And I want to keep that consistent on my channel. So there's a video coming up where Kylie and I, she starts doing a piece and then I finish it, and I really hate the direction I went and it looks really bad. I'm trying to fix it. But I'm gonna post it because, again, not everything ends up being a masterpiece. So I guess that's kind of just an overview of my watercolor journey and why I paint and what my goal is here on this channel. If there's any certain videos you want to see along these lines, let me know. But I would love to know where you are in your watercolor journey. What made you start painting? And is it a relaxing process for you? Because I've seen lots of people want to relax with it and then end up getting frustrated with it. I think perfectionism plays a huge role in that. A lot of times perfectionists have a hard time with watercolor. And I actually am quite a perfectionist in most regards. But for some reason, watercolor has made me break out of that perfectionism, and that I feel like it's a medium that you can't fully control, and that kind of freed me up to just not make everything have a certain place. And the more I paint with this and the more I dive into watercolors, the more freeing it is. And again, yes, there's frustrations that go along with it, but knowing how to deal with those and turn it around and do something else is something that definitely been working on. But anyways, so when I started painting, I didn't actually start with flowers. I started with just a bunch of random things I found on Pinterest, and then my son's favorite cartoon characters. I have a little book that I painted for him. He loves to flip through it and look at all the characters, and it just makes me so happy. But finding something that you enjoy painting also really, really helps that process, because I found that flowers make me happy when I'm painting them. And then sometimes I'll try to paint something else that's some things that are detailed I enjoy, but what was it? I was trying to do some kind of scene with a waterfall and rocks, and for some reason rocks stress me out. I will probably eventually work through that, and but I don't know why painting rocks is stressful. It shouldn't be. But yeah, I just found that flowers, because they're so, for the most part, wonky and not symmetrical, and you can paint them really detailed and you can paint them really loose. And what color was I on? I just have really enjoyed painting flowers, but I also don't like to stick to one thing only. I paint all kinds of things, but flowers, definitely my main love in painting. So anyways, that's my watercolor journey. And I hope to continue growing, continue painting, continue teaching these stress-free techniques in painting, and just sharing my love of painting with my audience. So keep painting, keep practicing, keep figuring out what it is that brings you joy and stress relief. And if you have anything that you might need help with, feel free to leave in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram. We are Opal&Mint on Instagram, and yeah. But I think that is going to wrap this video up, and I will probably be swatching my new paints like this from now on because this is beautiful. And this right here is a huge stress relief for me. I love it. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. And it's finished. Have, has, had.